Hello, everybody. It's Jennifer once again, and it is Testimonial Tuesday. And as you know, if you are meeting me for the first time, I have a passion to help people sleep better, feel better, and live better through natural health and wellness. And every Tuesday, I like to bring somebody on to share their story of what this amazing oil and this incredible product has done for them. And this week, I have a really special guest with me. We've been chatting quite a bit today, and she's just had an interesting life. She's actually born and raised, born in Israel, spent some time growing up in Bolivia, and then she's been here in the US since the 70s. So really neat lady, very special accent, and it's just been fun getting to know her and hear her story. So her name is Avivit, and she's going to tell us about the story of her dog, who they had found a pretty good sized lump. And of course, I can relate to this story because of my Nemo. And anyway, so tell us about tell us about Cindy, and tell us about the story of what happened and how you got introduced to this.
Okay. Sometimes in late August, Cindy developed a lump that was like the size of a tennis ball.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the lump was visible. It was like sticking out in her stomach next to one of her nipples. The other part was not. We took her to the vet. He goes, I really don't like it. And he goes, but I need to do x-rays and maybe like sort of like a scan or whatever to see if we will be able. First he did a biopsy and he did not like the result of that, but to be able to remove it, he needed like to do a scan. And he calls us and he goes, could you guys come to my office at around 4:00? And I go like, this is really not good, because usually when we leave her, we like diagnose or whatever, and he's telling us over the phone what he's going to be doing. And he goes, and I go like, did you do the procedure? And he goes, that's why I need you guys to come at 4:00. We come at 4:00 and he's telling us, I have good news and bad news, the way that doctors talk to you. And I go, you know what, could you please go to the bad news first? Because, look, the lump is too close to her vital organs. We are not going to operate because I'm afraid that she's never going to wake up. And I go like, I got hysterical. I'm starting to cry. And he goes, look, I'm going to be able to give you something that it's sort of going to slow the growth, and we are going to give her the best quality of life and all that stuff. And he's prescribing me medication that, by the way, was like over $600 for the pills for 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
But you own a dog, so you know that when the vet tells you something, you don't even ask twice, you just do it.
Right.
So beforehand, my husband had issues. My daughter told us, get hemp oil, get hemp seeds. I used to buy hemp seeds in Whole Foods and sprinkle it on top of the cereal. Got hemp seed oil to put on top of the salads. And I'm like telling my daughter, and my daughter ordered us from Amazon hemp oil, and we were using it. So as soon as like Cindy got diagnosed with whatever, I gave her a few drops of the hemp seed that we got in Amazon, that later I will show you guys the difference between the oils. And like in the meantime, somebody that I'm friend in Facebook is advertising for the CBD. And she's showing the dropper with how the hemp oil is to look. And I go, oh my God, like I just spent like $600 on medication, whatever, what she is in her website, what it goes, it's like so much cheaper. I'm just ordering it. This is the life of my baby, my dog.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We were giving my dog 3 drops in each one of her meals. Plus, I was giving her the cookies, 2 cookies a day.
Right.
about 6, 7 weeks later, no, we went to the doctor for every 6 weeks, like for a follow-up and to
Mm-hmm.
prescribe more medication. The first follow-up, I guess there was no change. The doctor was very happy. It didn't grow any bigger. It stayed the same.
Right. Right.
Uh, After that, one morning, we wake up and basically the lump dropped out of her body and was hanging like in a sack. But the lump was not as big as a tennis ball anymore. It shrunk like to the size of a ping pong ball.
Wow.
And I'm calling the doctor to make an appointment. He goes, "Oh, could you come on Friday?" This was on Tuesday. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Could you come on Friday?" But in the meantime, the dog's going out and playing around. We are playing with her, and the thing kept dropping and dropping. It was actually like dropping almost on the floor. And then,
Wow.
and then the next morning, when we woke up and I took her out to do her business in the yard, as she came in, this was like very late fall, so like there are leaves and branches all over, and she comes in, and I see that she's bleeding. At that point, I'm calling the vet and I go, "Jason, like, you want to take me or you don't want to take me? You got to take me. She's bleeding."
Right.
We go to the vet and like, we are hysterical. I'm screaming and my husband is going like, "Calm down, calm down." I thought I'm losing my dog.
Yeah.
We come to the doctor and he goes, "Oh my goodness," he goes, "the lump sort of detached itself and it came off. I just need to snip her and I'm going to stitch her. Of course, I'm going to put her under anesthesia. Guys, come back at 2 o'clock. She's good as new." And then when we pick her up at 2 o'clock, the doctor goes, "That medication that I gave you was not supposed to do it. It was just supposed to like sort of regulate it, not let it grow big or not spread and touch bone or whatever. It was not supposed to totally shrink it." So I go to the vet. I started giving her CBD, and he goes, "I could believe that that would have made it." A lot of people are talking about great things of CBD, and uh, you know what? My dog was safe thanks to our oil.
Awesome. So the mass detached itself. He was able to just cut her open and take the mass out, and then she's
We
been fine
didn't
ever
actually
since.
cut it open because like it wrapped and it took with its skin. So he basically just snipped it and stitched it. For a while, she had like a scar,
Yeah.
and it took a while for the scar to heal. And she was with the cone, so she won't scratch it and won't lick it for like about 6 weeks.
Right.
But now, if you look, you cannot even see the scar. And I
Yeah.
keep giving her the CBD oil, and I keep giving her the cookies. Like on every order, she gets her cookies and her CBD oil.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. That's incredible. That's really
Yeah.
incredible. I know
So
with Nemo, he had a pretty good sized lump kind of in between his front legs when he first started on the oil, and it hasn't had the same scenario that you've had, but it's definitely like stopped growing and it's gotten smaller. So we're excited about that and hoping it'll continue to do that for him. So show us real quick the difference between the oil that you got from Amazon and the oil that we take.
okay, this is the oil that my daughter got me from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, when I asked her how much she paid for it, let me see if you guys could see it. That it's 250. Okay, that basically our pets get the 250. For human, we get like the 500 or
Right,
seven.
the milligrams.
When
Yeah.
originally I asked her how much she paid for it, she goes, "Oh, mom, don't worry. This is my gift to you and dad." Okay, and she like wouldn't tell me how much she paid. So when I got like to the website and I'm telling her the prices, or she goes, "Oh, I paid much more than that." So
Wow.
now this is ours, the pet one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 250 milligram.
Okay. And basically, if you could see, she paid for this bottle more than I paid for two of these ones.
Wow.
because the 250 they come on a pack of two, like the 250 one order is two of them.
Right.
So basically, mine it's $35 a bottle. She paid three times as much for this one.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so like basically, it's not only twice as much, it's four times as much because ours is 30 milligram per bottle, each bottle is 60. There is 15 milligrams.
Yeah. So half the
Okay,
size
so
as
like
well.
even if you're looking, and now another thing that I want everybody to see, like ours looks like oil. We totally no fillers, no nothing. Plain and simple oil. Okay, this is, oops, why am I shaking? Okay. I'm excited that I'm in front of the camera. This is our oil. It looks like olive oil, like any
Yeah,
oil,
just
plain
real
and pure oil.
right,
Okay,
just real clear.
and there's, it's, I have very little left on it, but this would be theirs.
Oh wow. So that's
And
kind
you
of
see, like our
bulky and
oil is
chunky.
like on the top, and I have no idea what all the ingredients are because with reading glasses plus a magnifying glass plus the brightest light that I could put on, our ingredients are relatively very clear. First
Right.
of all, there is only two ingredients.
Right.
Okay, so that's number one. We have CBD and hemp seed oil. That's it.
Right. Right.
Okay, their list of ingredients, it's like a whole book, or like,
Yeah.
it's really, and there is no way to read what it says on it. I asked my 25-year-old son that is much better eyes. He goes, Mom, can I borrow that magnifying glass that you use? And he goes, forget it. He goes, who could read it? It's written on purpose that nobody could read the ingredients.
Right. Wow. And
Okay,
so
so
obviously a big difference in using it too.
exactly. And I like showed everybody my pet thing because if you could see, there's like the little paws on it for the you see for like pet, but my husband and I see like so much improvement on our daily life, like aches and pains and like things that I wouldn't say that like you specifically need like medical attention, but you know how like if you feel a discomfort and you feel something in your body, like when the body works perfectly, you're not supposed to feel anything.
Right.
But then you waking up, especially in the winter, and this joint doesn't feel good, and this is stiff, and the other thing is stiff. And like this winter, that we had a terrible winter in New York. We had a few days that it was like we were colder than in Alaska, actually.
Wow.
When you wake up and like you take the oil, and like 20 minutes later, you like feel like you were again like in your 30s. It's like, wow,
Right.
wow, wow.
Right. It's good, definitely. So, one other thing I was going to do today, because I don't know that I've ever really done this before, I'm going to read from it. Most of you have heard us talk about the fact that we are limited in what we can say in the terms that we can use because we want to stay compliant. We want to stay within the FDA compliant regulations. So, this is actually the list from our legal compliance department within our company as far as what we're allowed to say the oil does. So I'm just going to read the list. So it can improve overall health, support healthy energy levels, can help support a healthy weight loss, can help improve joint discomfort, also supports a healthy skin. I can definitely speak for that. It's made a world of difference for my skin. Promotes healthy digestion, maintains healthy immune function, and then helps maintain a normal and a stable mood. So, according to the legal department at our company, those are the things that we are allowed to say and that are compliant to say as far as what the oil has done or can do for people. So, we're it's one of those, you use it, you try it, you figure out what it does for you, and then you just can't help but share it with other people. So And that's, again, I always say this, one of the ways I know this product works and works amazing, because every time I share it with somebody, they turn around, they share it with 4 or 5 of their friends, or they send their whole family to me. Just this afternoon, I've got one of my biggest fans in town. She called me again and said, I've got, 3 more people that I've been talking to. I gave them, a card, and they're going to be calling you. And it's just because she feels so good, and she's gotten so much help from taking the oil, and just, a couple simple drops under the tongue twice a day. And it couldn't be any easier.
And I have a friend of mine that got the oil for me, and she actually had really bad. She was in New York to visit her daughter, and she fell into on a sidewalk, and she's older than me, and she had like this terrible pain in her knee. The pain in the knee, I told her, like, get the oil. She got the 750. With the knee, we think that it's like much serious than what the oil could do for her. But she had like different issues, and she said the issues, like, a lot of them are so much better.
Right.
That, like, when you go to a doctor and you go, could you describe your pain from 1 to 10, and you go like 1,000?
Right.
So she goes, so now when I describe like pain, it's like in the 5, in the 6, she goes, like, it's not anymore over 10.
Right.
But her dog is also very old or whatever. So she goes to me, can I give to my doggy? And I go, like, you have the 750, and she has this tiny little dog. I think it's like not even 10 pounds. So I go, like, it's going to be a lot. She goes, you know what? I'm going to give him only 1 drop. And you know what? For the last 2, I think it's like, for sure, 1 month plus, that actually last week, like, she went overseas and she had to leave her dog, that she ordered another bottle to give to the place where they are going to be taking the dog, to give the dog. And I go, did you order the 250? She goes, no, I ordered the 750. And I go, poor little Clyde is getting the 750. And she goes, it works for him. So
it's all just numbers. Sometimes I give Nemo the 500, and sometimes I give him the 750. It's just a difference in the number of drops that you give them. So yeah. So I just want to say, like, I don't know if everybody's getting value out of me doing these videos. I never really asked for anybody to give me any feedback. That's probably my fault. So if you enjoy these videos, drop me your favorite emoji in the comments if you're getting value out of them. But I do have to say, for me personally, I am so enjoying just getting to meet the different people that I've been interviewing, getting to hear about them and their lives. And Avivit, you've been a pleasure. It was awesome to be able to.
Same. Pleasure meeting you, and you know what? I'm glad we are pulling the same wagon. I really am.
And it's one of the things I love about the group that we've landed in. They're just awesome people. Everybody looking to help each other.
Everybody very positive and like upbeat. It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So as usual, if somebody shared this video with you, get back to them if you have questions. If you're friends of Avivit, reach out to her. If you're friends of mine, reach out to me. Here we can answer questions. We'd love to help you. And ultimately, just, we want to continue to share this way that people can get help, and it's, just natural, and get people back to feeling good and sleeping good and living good. So anyway, we just want to say thank you today. Thank you, Avivit. I appreciate you joining me, and everybody have a wonderful Tuesday and a good rest of the week. All right.
Okie dokie, you too.
Thanks.